I survived the shocking loss of $30 million. Here's a snapshot of what I learned. Roach. Mark Roach here. I'm here to help you get what you want, what you need, and to understand the difference. 10 years ago, I was way up. Admittedly, my heart was not in what I was doing, but I was making the most of the situation that had unfolded before me, in large part for the people who I loved and who were looking to me for leadership, safety, and protection. When life pulled the rug out from under me, I lost $30 million overnight. I was shocked. But I wasn't prepared for all the additional revelations that were to deepen that shock. How did this happen? I had a partner with a dark side. He was conniving and greedy. But the greater reason for the loss was a sudden drop in oil prices. These are the forces that taught me important lessons after I survived the blows. Lesson number 1, money is the biggest lie and everyone believes it. When you're up, there's a lot of fake people who form around you. And money buys everything except the things that are true and the things that I really wanted. Relationship, 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 and the power of bubbles. Let me expand on that quickly. In marketing, they say it's all about location, location, location. Well, in life, relationship and values and understanding yourself and your real needs, distinct from your wants, that is imperative for yourself as well as for the people around you. The more clarity you have around that, the more likely you are to not suffer huge losses built around relationships. Because even the loss that I suffered, if I would have had better relationships around me, that would have really cushioned the blow for me. But that was the real loss, was not the $30 million. The real loss, the real thing that angered me and frustrated and hurt me was that the relationships that I had formed were all shallow and fake and false. And another aspect of this deal about relationships is the power of bubbles. You can be a good-looking person. You can be a rich person. You can have a lot of charisma. You can have some allure and maybe even fame, or be popular, at least in a small community. And that can give people a false sense of hope, a false sense of safety, a false sense of relationship, and the values that you felt were supporting it were an illusion. They were a lie because they were based on money, on beauty, or on being popular or famous. Lesson 2. People do reveal their weaknesses in the early moments that you meet them. I can look back whenever I first met this guy and he said some things that should have tipped me off as to the potential for him to betray me in what was really most important to him in his life, his value. So don't underestimate what people gloat or brag about, especially in the beginning of a relationship. So use multiple inputs to assess the environment and the field around you when you're beginning something new. Listen and watch someone who is becoming important in your life. Feel your body. Listen to their voice, almost like a soundtrack. Extract what they're saying, almost like you were reading a transcript of what they said, to literally see what they mean. Can you tell where it's coming from? Are they just repeating something that they've heard from somebody else? Or because that's the popular thing that people are saying? Or the thing that they've said all their life to try to get what they want from other people? So is it coming really from them? Are they being true and authentic? Is this a channel that you can trust to build a relationship on? So trust your body, trust your voice, and trust the words. See if those things are in sync with each other. Or is it something outside them? Can you trust either channel? Body, voice, words. Lesson 3, you get clarity. If you make it through the abyss and survive the blows that you've been dealt by life or by people that have harmed you, you get clarity. You get clarity on what you want, what's important to you. And you can't choose this path from your head. You can't sit in a classroom and absorb these lessons and operate from them. You know, if I wanted to play in the NFL, I would have. If I wanted to sustain myself as an oil man, I would have. But I wanted to follow an inner calling. I wanted to work from the heart. And working from the heart has treachery. It's very deep and private. And there's personal rewards. And with patience, you find things that last and endure and are deeply true. I learned what I really want. And it's to be true to my calling. So I learned you get what you set your heart upon and your soul upon, and to trust in God. The gift of clarity, if you survive, clarity comes not from one perspective, not from being at the top or the bottom or somewhere in between, but from the reflection from all these vantage points. So the ultimate lesson is learning what you're made of, why you are here, and it's not what you achieve. That will certainly be forgotten. But to understand and to share with others what you were called to in your life circumstances. It may be necessary to walk through the chasm of the abyss, which may have been created for you at the very beginning of your life. I'm Roach, Mark Roach, and here's to the best for you getting what you want, surviving the big ups and downs in your life. All the best.